Every day that we rise is another day granted to take charge of the seeds that we've planted. We wake up on purpose, with purpose, filled with purpose. And at times we lose sight. We lose sight of where we are, what we are, why we are, how we are, and who we are, because we're out of alignment. It happens. With the 90-day journey to mindfulness, you wake up and command your day. By meditating, checking your mood, setting your intention with an AM affirmation and a morning statement of gratitude. By the end of the day, you'll repeat your AM practice and go deeper into your psyche, deeper into your patterns of behavior, your moods, the way that you do things, how they affect you, how are they affecting other people. This is about self-improvement. This is about self-awareness. This is about self-development. This is about taking control so those who come behind you won't have to go through the things that you went through. Don't you wish someone gave you a manual based on your lineage? Well, I'm Lulueyelove, and this is just the start. I have so much to say, so follow me on all social platforms, but overall, purchase the 90 Day Journey to Mindfulness. It's life-changing. Oh, yeah. What is the primary lesson of 2022 for Pisces, please? The primary lesson, please, and thank you. Six of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. They are learning to give and receive, share their wealth, be more generous here. Let me clarify this, y'all, really quick. They're learning to, with the Six of Pentacles, they're learning the true value when it comes to reciprocation, right? Because with this Page of Pentacles, it feels as though there's a financial opportunity that will be available for them, or some type of skill that they'll be developing. But by the time they go through this part of sharing their abundance, being more generous. Okay, so this goes along the lines with Pisceans who may have gotten into a space where they forgot that, not to be so stubborn when it comes to showing affection, not to be so stubborn when it comes to even, this is what I get. You have people who won't donate to the Red Cross because they feel as though they are a big organization and the people ain't gonna get this and ain't gonna get that. I feel like some of the Pisceans are really coming to a space where they want to be more charitable and help more people without being, what is that lady's name that had the hotels and left the hotels, all her fortune to the dogs. So that Pisceans are coming out of that energy where I'm leaving everything to my dogs. I'm not gonna think about y'all. People don't do nothing but beg. People don't do nothing but use you. So I feel like they're going more into this space where they are manifesting more. They have a huge financial opportunity that comes after they realize that everything is about balance and reciprocation. With this Queen of Pentacles, they're going to realize some of them may be getting pregnant as well. But I feel as though there's going to be a connection with the mother here. For the Pisceans that this applies to, the Pisceans that this applies to has a lot to do with their connection with the mother, but not only their connection with the mother, the way the mother may have been someone who this Pisces may have been a latchkey kid or something like that. Their love language may have been that they like for people to show them more affection and be this and be that. Well, they didn't get that from their mom because she was working. And so now they are realizing in 2022 that regardless of if they come across people like this and close themselves off that remind them of their mother, in order for them to not be on the other end, because by trying not to be, you end up still being in one way or the other, right? So instead of doing things in a way that is only about, no, what are you giving me? What are you giving me, right? Are you giving me the type of attention or affection that I want? Because that's what was lacking in the household, or that was what was lacking from the mother. Now they are realizing how that works in 2022.
Like, no, everyone is not like your mother, but you have to change some things about yourself so that you won't continue to view other people like your mother. So this may have a lot to do with their relationships with women as well. Because of course, the relationships that we have reflect a lot about the upbringing or the role models or the people that held us, help to form how we are in this as we become adults. I got rebirth, inner calling, absolution, and new awareness. So this is judgment. This is judgment and the Ace of Pentacles. Whatever this is tied to their money. Because they may have been in a space where, of course, I'll make money, but I'm not going to help people by giving them money because it's all my mom did. That's how my mom did things. Right? She just thought that she could just buy us and make us this way or that. I mean, buy our love. And so I'm not going to do that. You're just going to give what I want. I'm going to give you what it is that I would want someone to give me. Right? And whoever this is, they're realizing that's not how it works. In full, in totality, that's not how it works in order to heal. All right, what will be the impact if they learn this lesson? What will be the impact if Pisceans learn this lesson, honey? All right, we have the Four of Cups, the Nine of Swords, and the King of Cups this time. Okay, so I feel like this King of Cups is their divine masculine within, but I'll give a brief hypnosis of the other way that it could be. But with this Four of Cups, Nine of Swords, and this King of Cups, I really feel that this lesson has a lot to do with viewing things not from a stubborn perspective, but being very balanced in your logic and your emotion, not making decisions based solely on the emotion because it's so deeply embedded in the cellular memory. So working on that is going to have Pisceans to view things from a more meditative space, a more passive logical space with that balancing of that yin and yang, because I really feel that they'll become more emotionally balanced because maybe they didn't know that they had all of this emotional debris from growing up, or some situation that had to do with maybe a female that they work with that triggered them when they were younger and it just moved on up into the adult life. Or it could have been something that was traumatic that happened recently that brought them to that point. But in 2022, they will learn here that it's important to be diplomatic, but also compassionate. Be stern, of course, because they do have to protect themselves, because I really feel like these are Pisces who have a wealth of information, a wealth of knowledge a wealth of money that can really help other people, but they also don't want to overgive, because sometimes people do get in that space like, oh, I'm supposed to give. I'm supposed to do things this way. And like, no, it has to be balanced. Because again, you don't want to give your fortune. Like if you have information or even money, right? You don't want to give your fortune when there's still other things that you were designed to do, but you have to just make sure you're in alignment with your assignment. Because there are people who do, I don't need none of this, right? And that's what they were born to do, just give and live off the land in a certain way. With this worry and this fear, some of them will be in a space where they are unsure of how, they maybe come to this space where they are unsure of how to balance their emotions, because they're thinking, they're in their head about how does this all really work? If I look at the way the pros and cons of this from the emotional standpoint, because they're in their body, I feel like these Pisces are in their body more. And then when they go into their mind, they leave their body behind. You need to be fully grounded and centered to make these decisions, right? So this is what they are realizing here. That's the impact that it's going to have. What challenges will arise as a result of Pisces primary lesson? What challenges will arise? The challenges will be that to be more, that's crazy. You got the Queen of Cups, the Star in reverse, and the Two of Wands. The challenge is to be more compassionate with this Queen of Cups and really use your intuition from a more stable place, not the fish swimming in the same direction. And then, okay, the fish switch a direction, but they still swimming in the same damn direction. They're not balanced. The emotions are not balanced. The ebb and flow is not balanced within. So how can it be balanced without? So this is what they are learning. With the star in reverse, they are going to, with this being one of their challenges, is going to have, it has them in a space of disconnecting with themselves and just trying to do things based. That's a challenge. How, because you're shifting the way that you make decisions when it comes to this part of your life and how you do things. You're making major decisions, because I really feel like this is where a block is financially for some of them. If they've been having any type of hardships for the past 3 to 4 years, this is the block. This is what has been keeping them from manifesting or getting some type of financial opportunity or what have you, because I really feel like whatever this connection is to partnerships and relationships for them, when opportunities have been presented to them, there was a block there because there were certain people that work at the places where they would possibly have to go and work or do business that has to do with, like, you would have to be able to get along with these people. It's kind of like when people learn how the art of you have to learn the art of conversation or something like that. I forgot the name of it. I listened to an audiobook about it, but the art of conversation or something like that. So you have to delve deep into that and get some practice. It's like dating, right? So you get the practice before you can actually get the opportunity. They're not going to allow you to move into that space and then fuck it up for yourself, right? So the challenge here is that, you got to have more faith. You got to not disconnect from the self and just try to do things textbook. We're not born to do things textbook because we're all born differently. We all have different life paths. We all have different ways of doing things. And with this 2 of Wands in reverse, a challenge is as a challenge here. There may be a number of missed opportunities. There may be and it's because of that misalignment. So that's going to be the challenge. Planning things out, really taking the steps necessary to heal what is going on here with the reciprocation in your life. And especially, I feel like especially when it comes to females, women here, with this 2 of Wands as well. This is like, because I feel like wands are very spiritual cards, right? So with the 2 of Wands, I really feel that there may be a disconnect. That's that disharmony right there, that misalignment in the spirit. If your spirit is unagreeable or is not in agreement with, you're not in alignment with your assignment, you're going to feel off. You're going to feel like, am I really making the right decision? You're not going to trust yourself. You're not going to trust God. You're not going to trust, if you don't trust yourself and the Most High, you don't trust nobody. You just handing over your power. Why are you doing it? The fuck are you doing? So that's what that is. Okay. So we want to get out of that, because that will be one of your biggest challenges, is that you will miss certain opportunities because you're conflicted within. When you are conflicted within, and this is just a starting point. This is a 2. This is facing the duality of the spirit versus man, the spirit versus flesh, or whatever it is. Okay. Whatever. Get the shit together. Now, how can Pisces thrive in 2022? How can they thrive? 2. Okay. And what will they learn about themselves? What will they learn about themselves moving into 2023? All right. So how can they thrive? Love wins. All right, the Lovers and the 3 of Cups. Make a damn decision. Make a decision to realign to your new values, right? Go ahead and make a decision to connect with yourself here, but also with that King of Cups. Let's go back real quick, okay, y'all? With that King of Cups, someone needs to make, by the end of the year, when you realize that whatever this situation is blocking you, right, in certain areas of your life, what's happening here is that it may also be causing a block in your relationship with this King of Cups, right? Or this person who, they don't show their hand a lot. This may be someone who is very, they may be a Cancer, I feel like, whoever this is, but or they have strong Cancer placements. They just know how to touch you. They know how to touch you. They know how to woo you, but they don't express their emotion a lot. This is a very intuitive person. So how you thrive will be balance, harmony, putting relationships and the values thereof, and really showing people how much do you do value them, and also being open to receiving how people love. Like, I really feel like that has a lot to do with it. You are learning how you love and how you are in your relationships, and you are allowing people to be where they are and learning how they really love, and they don't have to do things your way, and you don't have to do things a certain way to try and force. Yeah, this is a lot of force. You can't be in a space where you are trying to forcing something causes resistance, right? So you want to be mindful of that. Also, there's a celebration here, so this is like a lot of collaborating with people that you hold dear to you. This may be close friendships as well with this 3 of Cups, but overall I feel like this is a reconciliation. Some of you even have someone that may be coming back that was a divine counterpart, but you had things to go learn, they had things to go learn, and I really feel like this may be engaging in some type of ceremony. Maybe it's a marriage or something like that. This is going to the next level. Okay, so that's what I have for Pisces moving into 2020. Oh, wait a minute, y'all. What was the card? The wheel, moon. Okay, really quick. What will you learn from this? There it is, the wheel in reverse. What you will learn by the end of 22 is that you don't have bad luck. It's just that you weren't presenting yourselves for opportunities and showing up as your best self. And that's probably why many of you have been in a space where you felt like your luck was out on relationships. You felt your luck was out on being able to trust people in a certain way, or being able to find, because, you know, sometimes people get into that. Maybe you have earth in your earth somewhere with your love. Maybe it's your psyche, your eros, or however you say it, your Venus or your Mars. I'm unsure, but I really feel like you may have had a certain way of looking at things, and it came from the mother's side. You had a certain way of viewing relationships and how it's supposed to go, and you were kind of stuck in your ways right there. So now you are seeing that it's not bad luck, it's just your choices. Life is about choices and decisions, and what did I say? Choices and challenges? I forget. But no, choices and something, okay? But here we are. So now you'll realize how the resistance that you were creating in your life, a lot of the resistance was, that's why things weren't moving forward for you. That's why things weren't coming together in a space where you could really realize and recognize that this is what needs to change. That's why, because there was so much resistance about, no, I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm doing. Like, okay, how has that worked for you? It's the same as when people are in their 20s, they look at dating, I mean, in their 50s and 60s, and they look at dating the same way they did in their 20s, even in their 40s, right? Because I had to realize some things over the past 10 years, right? Well, 30s and 40s then, okay, whatever. But you realize that you can't use the same way that things used to be, or how, you know, your options were set up and who you were, because you were a totally different person. You were attracting totally different types of people back then. So now you are realizing that, you know, go into deeper contemplation, go into a space where you get to know yourself even more so, and what's being hidden from you, and have that be revealed. What's being hidden from you, and asking and being very honest and truthful with yourself when it comes up, instead of trying to write it off as it's something else, or it's someone else's fault, or I'm this way because of this, that, and the other. Once you make it to a certain age, you know, it's you can't blame everything on your upbringing. All right, so now that is Pisces. Now we are in Aries.